Hello, my name is the Fireman, and welcome back to episode 17 of our Let's Play on Taste of Donegal. Right, so in today's episode, we're probably going to start by feeding the cows. So we've got the 135 with cab on the feeder. It looks a bit underpowered for it, but I'm assuming it's going to do the job. We've got her out here cultivating, nearly finished, and then we're going to get the seeder out. Combine's just waiting, obviously. So since the last episode, I've added in the light edition mod, and also the mod that lets me manually cover up and uncover the silo pit. I think they're the only two I've added since last episode. So let's fire this up. We should only need to just grab hold of this bale. Come on. Well, I think we're a bit close, aren't we? Oh, this is quite difficult. Helps if you select the tool that you want it to attach to. Right, so it's one hay, one straw. We're going to give him mixed rations, and then I think we'll give him some grass or some. We'll give him some silage, actually. Right. Let's back up. Come on. Right. Let's get that in. Plonk. Alright, so we've got one straw, one hay, then it's one scoop silage. And then we'll just give them, I think we'll give them 2 scoops of silage to make, so they've got everything they need, so they're on 100% productivity. Just to try and make my life a bit easier and make some more money. Right, that's that in. That one's going to be a bit hard to grab hold of. We'll go for this one here. Oh. So a lot of people have been giving me suggestions for tractors to buy, which are... Is that back far enough? I think that's far enough back. Make sure we're not going to hit anything. There. Oh. Which are... So once they get a fence, once they get a case, a couple of other people have said get a few other things. So I think we'll do that. Let's just, oh, no, we're going right through the side of it there. Plonk. Right, so quickly swap these over. So we'll leave this one, actually we'll put this one back because that's it. We won't need that now. God, it helps if you don't drive into the wall. Now for some weird reason, even with manual attachment, you can quite happily just plonk these down and unattach them from inside the cab. So we'll have to just quickly back up. The 135 has been out spraying as well. So I think today, well, as it's really cloudy today, it's going to be just a... Yes, I know it can't disconnect from this current position. Oh, right, okay, I got the door as well. So this should be just one scoop of silage. But as I said, I do want to do silage bales instead of actual clamp silage, especially in single player. It's just that little bit easier to manhandle on your own. If we were to get a loading wagon, then yeah, I'd do it, but we always seem to get a loading wagon. Or if we got a maize, what's it? Right, now that should be mixed rations. long enough. Put the handbrake on. Open the door, leave the door open for a bit, and forage. Oh, it needs some more silage in and some more straw. Oh no, it just needs another scoop of silage in, and it, yeah, alright. I thought we were close. Right, that was just turn the, should have left this running actually. Let's get all this crap off the screen. Oop. It probably won't take all of this actually, it'll probably want to leave a little bit. But I'm not too sure yet. I want to go up a fair way with these. We'll just sort of keep tipping till it runs out, till it stops going down actually. It might take all of it actually. Yes it did. Right. Just push that down. We'll just put the handbrake on. Get out. Oh god. Mixed rations, right. So we'll just back this up a bit more. Leave it running because we're going to fill it back up with silage in a minute. Get a new. Now this should power it. I'm not saying it will, but it should. Let's get nice and close for the feed. It's not doing too bad. Oh, look at the PTO spin. Now, if this is a bit slow, I am sorry, but I'm assuming that's the speed you would go. And of course, the Massey would have more revs on, but in this game it doesn't rev up to do anything, and because it's not technically not tipping, it doesn't want to rev. It won't rev because that mod only does it for tipping. Like if it was tipping it out the back, then yeah, it would rev like hell, but because it's only just working the PTO, which then you could argue anyway. You could argue that it should be revving because it's working the PTO. Now why won't that work? So I'm assuming you have to put the hood on to open the door. We'll just leave it open for now. And we could have probably left that running. Come on. So we want to probably put about 2 scoops of silage in, or maybe even 3. It depends really, because I kind of don't want to get rid of all of it anyway. Once we've got the silage bale wrap, or even if we just rent one for a bit, if we go out and mow a load of fields and do a load of bales, a load of fields that I want to spray before I cut. Because in this map they are technically, I think they count them as actual proper fields, because they actually can be sprayed with fertilizer and manure, and I think that changes the yield of them. I'm not too sure yet. Come on. Right, so I think we'll put another one in. Come on. Don't scrape the floor. Oh god, it's going too far around. That was too far around. It's hard to see actually in this tractor. I've just hit the pit wall. Right, that should be enough. I'm not trying to get it full. I'm just trying to get it enough to... Put the handbrake on. Silage 37%. I think we'll put another one in, get it to about 50, and then that'll do. So at least then they've had half. But yeah, I think what these bays are where we're going to stack the silage bales. Or I think I might do it. We'll get a loading wagon in as well. This is like the future plan I'm hoping to have. Get a couple of tractors in with front links, and then do it so they can. One is silage bales stacked, and one is an actual load of grass, or whatever you want to call it. Like a load of grass silage that's all blanketed and stuff. Try and get them to 100%, which may mean they need cutting twice. Right, that should be enough. And yes, I do know if you start the tractor you can actually see it, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, that's enough. That'll do. Right, so we'll turn the 8340 off. We'll just turn it off for now. Actually, leave the door open. Get out. Shut the door. Leave the beacons on. We're only going to be about 5 minutes. Probably not even that. So you can't actually shut these doors with the hood off. You have to turn the hood on. Right, so let's get over here again. Let's try and get it so we're not actually trying to drive over their feed. Right, this should be nearly done. And done. So what have they got? So they've got enough silage, enough grass, enough straw, and they've got an absolute ton of mixed rations. So they are actually pretty good. And they have got no manure. Like, literally there's none in there. So we're going to go set this tractor to spray a couple of grass fields. And the grass fields are going to be, I think, 23, 27, 21. This is to do all the silage bales with. We're going to really crank them up. Really just try and get a load of it done. And how much fuel's this thing got? Right, we'll have to fill this thing up before we leave. It has got enough in there. It's on 47 litres, but I know what this thing is like. It'll drink diesel. Because it's going to be out there and it'll have to come back, and it'll probably have to, every time it wants to go out, I'll probably have to refill it, because I need to adjust on how much diesel this thing drinks. The other one was adjusted, the other little 135. Oh damn. PK. Actually, well, that doesn't change for some reason. I'm right up against it and it doesn't change, so I'm assuming it's the game thinks that soil mod is in, because I was playing on White Oak Farm before I came onto this save game. So I didn't take it out because I completely forgot it was in there. So now the game thinks that we're running soil mod, but the map isn't actually soil mod ready, so it shouldn't make any difference. And as you can see, I think we'll do all the fields. I think field 23, 27, 18, and then maybe the 3 at the bottom as well. So that is 6 silage fields. 6 silage fields already cut. Spray them all, cut them all, ted them all, and then row them all up, bale them all. And then it's just a case of wrapping them all. Which we may rent a couple of big tractors to come in and mow and ted and stuff. Because I'm not doing it all with a little side mower, it's all too much. Right, now it does look like it's going to rain, but according to the game today, it's sunny with just cloudy spots, so it's not actually going to rain. So we should be good for a couple of hours. Right, so we'll spray field 21 first, I think, with this thing. I think we'll spray it actually, and do a course play course in case I want to do it again. Right, come on, little Massey. Now, as this tank does not have a PTO on, I don't know how it's going to work, but the game seems to think it's. The game thinks it's going to work. Well, the game knows it's going to work, so. So as you can see, the grass isn't actually on a green set of thing. It's actually in like a sort of set as a field. So we'll unfold this. Now it is actually quite wide, I think. Or is it? Oh no, it's not too wide actually. And then back up a bit. Start course recording. Turn it on. I'm not doing this from in-cab, I'm not doing the headland from in-cab because of it'll get caught lots of times. I just know it will. And there's its first time being caught. And it's still caught. Fuck off being caught. Now this thing will not let me go back any further. So we'll sort of just set the tractor to where we want it to be. Now this is probably going to really fuck up the course. Right, so we need to leave a lot of room for the headlands on the little grass verges so we don't hit the edges. Alright, so we'll spray this field with liquid fertilizer. It probably could have gone in just your standard, what is it? Like solid fertilizer. I forgot, pellet fertilizer or whatever it's called. Or it could have even gone in some slurry, but I haven't got too much slurry. I want to try and save, and I do want to try and get some more cattle in. And I do want to try and start pigs and beef, which is what I was looking at trying to start today. But I think if we make silage bales and then do an absolute crap ton of them and sell quite a few as well, that's going to be really handy if we can sell a couple. Now spraying this field would probably have been easier when the grass was cut, because then I could actually see what bit I was spraying, but doing this aerial view thing is actually quite handy. And I'm not too bothered if it's going to get a double dose, because this isn't soil mod, so it won't affect it too badly. Right, he's actually finished, so I'm actually going to get him seeding, and then we'll spray the fields. Whilst he's seeding, and once this tractor is finished spraying this field, then I'll set it to spray field 22. Once that's finished, then I'll probably get him started on the seeding. Right, go right to the end of this field. And then this field can be done with a side mower. Now, we will probably start the silage after we have done the harvest, just so we're not trying to do everything at once, and there's actually room to let the harvest grow without the grass regrowing, which is always the problem. Right, this thing's going to have to go back and be refilled because of the fuel crisis it has. open that. Right, so anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed. Subscribe more today, and I shall see all of you in the next video. Happy farming. Bye bye.